Hello and welcome to the first episode of EclecticElk Vlogs to Proteus. Basically, I wanted to play a game that would allow me to vent my thoughts at the same time, so it's kind of a vlog, but I don't actually want to show my face, so I will show you Proteus instead. Ha ha ha. Because what is the internet for if it's not for anonymity? So, I've only really played Proteus once before, but I have every reason to love it. It is probably one of the most calming games I have ever played before in my life. So, props to the creators. But basically what I wanted to talk about is, what do you do when your life hits a crossroads? Like, what do you do when something happens in your life and suddenly you have to stop, kind of look at the roadmap that is your life and figure out, where do I want to go next? And that's a big question, and it's one that used to haunt me. In high school, I had massive amounts of anxiety about what I wanted to do with my life. Any decision that would potentially affect the future of my life would involve tears and angry discussions with my parents and just all sorts of yucky, horrible feelings that I would rather not relive. So my current crossroads, because I am done high school and I'm actually even done university too. Concept. Because I've passed through those two hurdles in life, my newest hurdle is one that I've actually never experienced before, therefore it is a hurdle. I have recently found myself to be let go from my job. It was a mutual decision. It was a good thing in the end, I think. And I'm sorry, this thing is completely distracting and I'm following it. Basically, my last job was extremely stressful in the career that I studied for and all that, like good things like that. But at the same time, was way too much for someone who's just starting their career. Realistically, what they needed was somebody who had done my job for like a decade in my position. That's what they needed, but they hired me for some bizarre reason. Anyway, it got to the point where that job was my life and I had no life. I've recently been able to actually think and reflect on things, and it's beautiful, and that's why I love Crossroads. It gives you that space to remind yourself of what matters to you, and you're actually at a point where you can kind of choose a direction that you hope will let you still live out the things that matter to you. My current crossroads is, what do I do next? And I've found something that'll help me decide that long term, or hopefully help me decide that more long term. I've kind of decided to go on a route that lets me build up and practice my skills, but without the stress that was killing me from before. I'll actually have my evenings and my weekends to myself. I'll have time to reflect and exercise and be a human being and take care of myself, because I deserve to take care of myself. I'm in a position where no one else can really do that for me. So I need to do it. My advice to anyone who's watching this is self-care. Self-care is massively important. Like, obviously there will be seasons in your life where life is so much busier than you intended, but let it only be a season and let it be a short one. Don't try to do it long term, because you neglect yourself and you end up massively decreasing the quality of your life, and you start losing bits of who you are because you have no time to reflect or re-examine yourself. So my advice at a crossroads, enjoy it. Yeah, it's scary because you don't know where you're going next, but enjoy it because it is an opportunity to really figure out who you are and where you want to be. It also lets you look back on the past and see what you have been through and kind of decide if that's where you want to keep going. As much as I hate Crossroads, I also love them. And it's okay to have conflicted feelings about things. This has been an episode of EclecticElk Vlogs to Proteus.